Hi guys, Tom Vacola with CEO2 here. Ryan recently asked me to spend a few minutes with you and share some ideas to help you keep moving forward during those times when you may be feeling, a bit discouraged or maybe even unresourceful. In fact, he asked me to share the most powerful thing you can do in your life in 60 seconds or less. No pressure there, Ryan. So look, there are probably 100 tips I could give you, but I thought I would share the one big thing that's made the biggest difference in my life and in the success of my company, CEO2. And that's basically taking authentic action. So hopefully you're asking yourself, well, how do I do that? Or why would I even want to try? What do you mean by taking authentic action? Well, I'm going to break it down for you because, like anything in life, there's a beginning, middle, and an end to creating a life that you desire. And it requires taking this thing called authentic action. But how do we come to actually taking it? Well, life and everything in it exists in motion. There's a natural cycle, a rhythm to it. And one of the first important elements of life, at least for human beings, is that we have a desire to create a better future for ourselves and for our children. So, how do we do that? Where do we begin? In the next few minutes, we're going to find out. You see, taking authentic action is actually like profit and happy customers. It's an outcome of consciously being able to, if we were to best put it this way, to look, see, tell the truth, choose what I really want, and then take authentic action. So, in working with, yeah, so where does it begin? Well, looking at what's really there, this is the first place to start. So, it's really astounding how much we don't see, how much we take for granted and ignore in our daily lives. The dust that covers our desk, a daughter's interest in art, a best friend's likes and dislikes, even our own careers. In working with so many amazing people over the years, I have to be honest, they haven't always been so amazing. We were, in a word, unconscious. But you and I are not unconscious, at least not anymore. We know who we really are. We know our passion and purpose. We know what we really value, our unique abilities, even the impact of our individual personalities. We have what most of the world does not: clarity and an awareness of who we're really meant to be. And with that awareness, we have a sacred duty to respond to life's challenges and opportunities in a way that makes a difference in the world. So look around and see what's actually going on. And this is the second part of this. Are you doing anything differently since our time together just a few short weeks ago? We know from our first 90 days that the world is a corrosive and distracting place. That's why we at People First only work with groups of people that are going to be working together and that can support one another in their lives. We know that when we're in the dark about our lives, our relationships, or the game of work, we can make up the most distressing stories about one another and our situation. We turn to fear. We protect and separate ourselves from one another physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Yet, when we take the time to actually see what's going on around us, just like we did at the renewal, we have a choice in the matter. We are, in our conscious state, collaborative beings. We're happiest when we come together in service to one another. If you take out your little blue card and read your purpose and passion, nowhere in it will say that you are selfish or fearful or lazy or ignorant, but rather it'll say you're courageous and concerned and in action, bringing yourself, your friends, your family, and your coworkers to a place of achievement. So I want you to tell the truth about what you see, and that's really the next piece of it all. Is You can look and see stuff, but really, can you tell the truth about it? So take a moment. Close your eyes and ask yourself, am I being true to myself? Are we, as an enterprise, trying to go boldly where no one's gone before? It's a simple question, given who you really are. Are you behaving in alignment with your passion and purpose? Are we as a group being true to our vision for our enterprise? Are we living our values? Are we pursuing our dreams? Are we seeking out new opportunities? Are we reaching out to help others do the same? If not, hey, it's really no big deal. It's not that big of a deal because the good thing about being human, especially in America, is that we can begin again, right this moment. Mastery, you see, is simply beginning again. In fact, the great miracle of being human is that while we tend to fall down a lot while we're moving forward in our lives, as a species, we have the unique ability to correct and continue. And this process I'm sharing with you right now is just one way to do that. The truth is, while others are blaming immigrants or trade deals, government, big banks, and their leaders and coworkers for their fate, we have the power to be different. The truth is, we, and only we, are in charge of our lives. We're not victims. We're creators, and as such, we have a choice. So we can simply, in the moment, choose what we really want. And that's the fourth piece. Look, see, tell the truth, and choose what I really want. So ask yourself, what is it I really desire here? What is it I really want for myself, the people I love in my life, and for the people I work with every day? Most of those around us are going to continue to be surprised by life's events. Yet you and I have the power to be different, to choose a different outcome. We can actually create the future we really, really want. We do not have to settle for leftovers. But how do I create in a reactive world, you might be asking? It's so easy, it's tragic that more people don't understand the formula. Because creation only requires one thing, being true to ourselves. When we're true to ourselves, we naturally take authentic action. We are not seduced by the corrosive distractions all around us. When we take authentic action, that is, action in alignment with who we really are, the universe moves on our behalf. It provides all sorts of material and emotional assistance to move us forward and to the future that we desire. But how will the universe know when we're really taking authentic action? How will we really know that we're ready for this assistance? Well, we only have to do one thing and one thing only. Take authentic action. So what does authentic action look like? How will I really know, how will I really know when we're actually doing it? Well, pick something you really want and then, being true to yourself, move towards it. For example, if you want a promotion, ask yourself, what would a promotable person be doing that maybe I'm not? If you want a better, more romantic relationship with your spouse or significant other, ask yourself, what would a romantic person say and do that maybe I'm not saying or doing in my relationship? I remember some years ago when Frances, that's my wife and partner here at CEO2, and Frances and I began to practice what I'm sharing with you now. I had been complaining about my weight on the drive to our favorite restaurant. As is probably a common occurrence with many couples sitting down to dinner, Frances asked, well, what are you going to have for dinner? And I said, gee, the pasta with sausage and peppers looks really, really great. Well, she smiled in her normal coaching way, and, well, I didn't choose the pasta. I took an authentic action in alignment with my commitment to lose weight. And I did. By the way, it also gave me a life that I love. A successful marriage, a prosperous company, a thriving career, and a future that's, well, really exciting. Remember I told you about that Mars project? So, look, being true to ourselves and taking authentic action happens in a flash, in less than 60 seconds. But we have to learn how to do it so that it happens automatically, unconsciously. We just pretty much like we learned to walk all those years ago. We have to practice being true to ourselves in order to master creation and harness the power of the universe in our service. So, this is my passion and purpose card. Let's take yours out. You know, this little blue card buried in your purse or wallet, a better way to do it is to take it out and actually memorize it during this next 90-day period so you can, well, instantly remember who you really are. And from that unique perspective, you can smile and look around and see what's actually going on and tell the truth about it. And then choose a different outcome and take an authentic action. I hope you found this useful, and I look forward to seeing you in another one of these. I think they call it mini presentations. All the best.